श्री गुरु हरि ओम ओम अखंडानंद संबोधः बंधनात् यस्य जायते गोविंदं तमहं वंदे चिदानंदतनुं गुरुं. So yesterday we were seeing the definition of a disciple. A disciple should have the aforesaid prerequisites. Along with it, he should have to have the desire for knowledge. And for that desire for knowledge, he should have to go to Guru. Okay. And how should he approach the Guru? With some gifts and with humility. Okay. This is what was said. Shining with humility he should be. This is what was said there. But now, what is the qualification or what is the definition for a Guru? How should a Guru be? What are the qualities which you should see, which should you expect in the Guru? Or what will be his qualities? To say that, he says, śrotriyo brahmaniṣṭho yah praśāntaḥ samadarśanaḥ nirmamo nirahaṅkāro nirdvandvo niṣparigrahaḥ anapekṣaḥ śucirdakṣaḥ karuṇāmṛtasāgaraḥ evaṃlakṣaṇasampannaḥ gururbrahmavittamaḥ upāsādyaḥ prayatnena jijñāsoḥ svārthasiddhaye. Śrotriyo means, yesterday we saw, śrotriyo means there are two ways to understand. First is a person who has studied the Vedas from the Guru and Vedanta also. So a person who has studied the Vedas is the rightful person to be qualified as, to be called as śrotriyo. That is the primary meaning. But we don't have to stick to just that. You can also accept it as a person who has studied Vedanta from the Guru. Also is śrotriyo. How can that be? Yes. With reference to that, I said even Bhagavan Bhashyakara's disciples were not just śrotriyo, they were installed, they were made a pontiff of the ashrams. Among them, there are two people. One is a Totakacharya, the Totakashtakam, which we read. If you don't read it, you have to start reading it daily. That is the respect, that is the gratitude we can show to Bhagavan Bhashyakara. So, that is that Acharya, Totakashtakam, the Acharya who wrote Totakashtakam is a Totakacharya, is also referred to as Totakacharya. Now, he was not a smart person, he has not studied anything. Even if that may be contested, there is another Acharya who is definitely has not studied the Vedas. He is Hastamalakacharya. His text is Hastamalaka, therefore he is referred to as Hastamalakacharya. The text we call as Hastamalaka is the first words which he said. The story goes like this: when Bhagavan Bhashyakara goes to Karnataka near this Mangalore, there is a place, Kollur. When he was traveling through that place, there was one Brahmin who approached Bhagavan Bhashyakara and said, bless my son, he is useless. He is a fool actually. Even worse than a fool actually. Probably he is some retarded case or what, I don't know. Just bless him, please. Why do you say so? Because he does not go and play with other kids like the other kids do. Nor is he interested in studies. He does not do anything. He just sits like a stone. Nothing. He's not interested in anything, eating, sleeping, anything. He just sits like that. So please bless him. So Bhagavan Bhashyakara sees him and he sees the brightness in his face and asks him, who are you? Then he starts saying, I am not this, I am not that, etc. That's a beautiful shloka called Totakashtaka. Hastamalaka. Hastamalakiya is a commentary by Bhagavan Bhashyakara on that Hastamalaka stotra. Now, he has not studied anything. His father instilled sacred thread, that's all. He has not studied any Vedas. but he was an expert in Vedanta and he was established in a Pita also. So there is an example. There are examples like that. The thing is, one who has studied the Vedas and later the Vedanta is the primary Shrotriya, and one who has studied Vedanta is the secondary Shrotriya. Even there, you have to be careful there also. A person who has studied the Vedanta should have studied it from a guru. Okay, you should have to ask. Okay, you know Vedanta. From whom have you studied? No, I picked up from books. There are some new age gurus who are like that. Don't follow them. They are useless. They themselves don't know, nor can they guide you. Next is, I have guru. Next person, I have guru. Oh, very good. Where did your guru study from? He didn't study from anyone. Immediately run away from him. So, you have to study from, this Shrotriya should have studied from a guru who has studied from a guru who has studied from a guru who has studied from there. The tradition should be there. Without that kind of tradition, there is no point in studying from. That person cannot be called as Shrotriya. Okay? So, you should have studied Vedanta but from a tradition. So, that is, there are two meanings. That these are the meanings for Shrotriya. Next comes brahmaniṣṭha, or each of these words, they are beautifully placed actually. Yaha shrotriyaha, yaha brahmaniṣṭha. One who is shrotriya, one who is brahmaniṣṭha. Only a person who has studied the Vedanta can be brahmaniṣṭha. Only a person who has understood Vedanta can be brahmaniṣṭha, right? So, for being a brahmaniṣṭha, what brahmaniṣṭha is, you have to understand that. Brahmani nitaram tishtati iti brahmaniṣṭha. Brahmani nitaram tishtati iti. One who is established always in Brahman is brahmaniṣṭha. He is always established in the non-dual self. That is brahmaniṣṭha. You can understand it in other ways also. That's the primary meaning. One who is established in the Brahman always is the primary meaning. The secondary meaning is Brahmasat iti nishtha brahmaniṣṭha. One who sees the Brahman to be truth. That person also can be understood as brahmaniṣṭha. I explained about a person long ago. When I was in Rishikesh, I used to go to this Shanti Bhavan for taking bhiksha. Morning they used to give rotis and dal. So there, this old sadhu used to come. A very old man. He is definitely not now alive. That can be sure, because he was old even then. He used to take this rotis and go into the forest where there is a possibility of water and all. He'll search. He knows that kind of place. So he'll go and stay there. And he used to smoke BDs. Okay, some low grade cigarettes. So hand rolled, low grade tobacco product, that is. And it is not always, only when he is into this vichara, he'll go and smoke. He'll smoke and he will be thinking about the things which he has studied from the guru. He has studied, but he has not studied in order. There is a lacune there. But he had no doubt that his Guruji taught, what his Guruji taught is the truth. There is no doubt regarding that. That also is brahmaniṣṭha. Like Shrotriya had two meanings, primary and secondary. You cannot call it secondary. Okay, let us say primary and secondary, or primary and non-primary. Here also you have two meanings. One is one who is established always in Brahman is brahmaniṣṭha. One who knows the Brahman is truth and established in that is called as also known as brahmaniṣṭha. Okay, primary and non-primary. Now, praśāntaḥ. Third word is praśāntaḥ. Only a person who is established in Brahman can be praśāntaḥ. Praśāntaḥ. Prakrishṭena śāntah iti praśāntaḥ. Shanta means tranquil. One who is tranquil. How do you understand this? Because there are people, hypocrites, who play with these idiots who call themselves as disciples. Because this fellow is an idiot. So he is not qualified to be called as guru. So how can they be called as disciple? He will do all the dramas to show that he is at peace. And in the room, why did you leave it? All the problems. Praśāntaḥ. Then how will you understand that the person is a praśāntaḥ? He is not a hypocrite. Do you have a meter for that? Yes. We do have a meter for that. How? Like the fire emits cold and the ice emits fire emits heat and ice emits the chill, coldness. The inherent nature of fire is heat. The inherent nature of ice is to be cold. But it does not rest, have the coldness and heatness in itself. It also spreads the heatness and coldness. That is why in the winter period, you light the fire and you sit close to the fire. Because it emits that heat. You don't need to know whether the other side there is ice or fire. Because that it will be radiating that heat or that coldness. Similarly, praśāntaḥ, one who is at peace with himself, one who is tranquil, he will spread that peace naturally. That is why when you go to the guru, actually this is the reason people go to guru. When people are in close proximity to the guru, they'll say, oh, I'll go and sit in front of the guruji. I'll spend some time with the guruji. My mind is a little disturbed, so I'll go for some peace there. Or they go and sit in front of his photo or his image or whatever. Okay, that is because they want that peace. Okay, the nature, inherent nature, he spreads that peace. Praśāntaḥ. That is why the realist one, whether he sits in the middle of people or he is away in the forest or in some jungle, in some in mountain caves, etc., does not really matter. He will spread that grace. He does not need to be in one place. Praśāntaḥ. So, prakrishṭena śāntah. This is why I also said regarding the poem which this Swami, this sannyasi who wrote, Tandavaraya Swami, his name is, he wrote a poem on his guru called Kalingattu Bharani. Kalingattu Bharani. That's the meter, special meter which is used only for praising the victorious king after the battle. Only for him this meter is used, not for anyone. Only during this period it is used, not for other periods. This sannyasi, he wrote in Kalingattu Bharani this meter a praise on his guru. People, the pandits were very angry. How can you write? He is a monk. How can you write on him? I don't know. You go and ask. So they come and sit 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hours. Then he opens his eyes and says, so many people in front of me. And for Vedanta, people don't come. And he sees so many people. What happened? He says his guru, what happened? The guru's disciple says, this is what happened. Okay. They are all saying, oh, no, we are fine with it. This is the person, because there was a war happening. There was a battle happening inside our hearts. And it became tranquil. Because he spreads the peace. The peace which he is himself. In front of him, you will also naturally find the peace. That is why if people say, okay, I went to that Guruji, I went to this Guruji, everyone all sannyasis and all these monks and whoever it is, they call themselves Guruji. Okay. These people, they call them Guruji also. Even the yoga practitioners, they call themselves Guruji. Yoga teachers, they call themselves Guruji. Stupidity. So think is, this, when you go to that kind of person, like the fire emits the heat, radiates the heat, this person radiates the peace. When your mind is at peace in front of someone, understand that is the place where that is the person whom your Guruji is. That is the meter to check who your Guru is. Okay, next, praśāntaḥ. Because he is praśāntaḥ, he is tranquil. Samadarśanaḥ. Samadarśana, he has equanimity. This is another beautiful word, equanimity. But before explaining the samadarśana, equanimity, I want to go to the disciples' qualification again. Among the disciples' qualification, the final qualification which we said is a nayojvalaha. He is shining with humility. That we have to understand. And that word, along with the samitpanihi, the twigs in hand, that also. So, the disciple should have the humility, whether this fellow brought a twig or this fellow brought, because we said ordinary person, a monk, he does not have anything to buy anything, so he just brings some twigs from the forest. For a person who is a family person, he brings something which is useful for Guruji. And there too, different grades. One person buys something less costly, the other person buys more costly, things like that. Okay. So, oh, I brought so costly thing. And this fellow, he just brought twig. So, that humility is important in the disciple. He should not see himself to be higher and lower. Therefore, the Guruji should focus on me more because I brought something costly, etc. Guruji owes me. Guruji does not owe you anything. That is why here he says samadarśanaḥ. Samadarśanaḥ, equanimity. He does not differentiate between people. He sees everyone in the same vision. Whether it is a person who just brought the twigs, some cheap product, some costly product, does not really matter. Samadarśanaḥ, he has equanimity. He sees everyone with equanimity. And because he is samadarśanaḥ, he has equanimity, nirmamo. He does not have the idea of mineness. Mama is mine. Nirmamo means absence of mineness. And next word is nirahaṅkāro. Actually, the order should be one who does not have the ahankara, therefore he does not have the mamakara. One who does not have the idea of ego, therefore he does not have the idea of a mind, etc. But here Bhagavan Bhashyakara is saying it's wrong. No, it's not wrong. It's perfectly correct. How? Nirmamo. Since he sees everyone as equal, he sees equanimity in everything, everyone and everything. He does not have the idea of ownership as association. Oh, this is my person. That is not my person. He does not have that kind of a distinguishing characteristics with respect to people. Oh, this fellow is mine. That fellow is not mine. Oh, I should have to shower more grace for my people, and I should not shower any grace or less grace only to the other people, etc. No. So, since there is absence of mineness there, okay, since he sees everyone as equal, there is absence of mineness. And because there is no mind, there can be no ahankar also. You explained it in another way. Now you are trying to adjust it. No. Let me explain. Why do you have ego? Ego is because of something which you possess, whether it is power, paisa, money, or some education, some qualification. So, something or other, some position which you have makes you proud of that, makes you egotistical because of that. Ahankara. I have studied so much from Guruji. I brought this and that for Guruji. Ahankara. Since there is no mamatva, there is no ahankara in Guruji. Okay? Ahankara, there is absence of ahankara. Why? Because nirdvandvo. Dvandva means duality, absence of duality. He does not see any duality there. Only when there is ego, there can be duality. Since there is no ego, there is no duality. Because everything starts from I, mine, etc. I, you, that. So when there is no I itself, how can there be you and he? Okay, there is no he and you. Since there is no I itself, ego itself. Nirdvandvo, absence of duality. Since it's not associated or attached to anything. Parigraha means holding on to things. He does not hold on to anything. He does not hoard anything. Niṣparigrahaḥ. Parigraha is holding on to things, etc. He does not see any duality. Only if he sees things different from him, he can hoard or hold on to it. Since he does not see anything different from himself, there is no hoarding or holding on to it. So, why he is not doing that? Because anapekṣaḥ. Apeksha means expectancy. He does not have any expectancy. There is absence of expectancy. Anapekṣaḥ. Only if you have expectancy regarding things and you see the duality, you will be holding to or holding on to things. Since he does not have any sense of duality, any attachment to it, therefore he is not expecting anything out of it. He is independent, not dependent on anything. Anapekṣaḥ. Since is independent, he is not dependent upon anything. Śucirdakṣaḥ, he is pure. Pure means there is absence of the impurity called ignorance. Impurity is the biggest, the ignorance is the biggest impurity. So there is absence of the ignorance, impurity of ignorance. Therefore, he is Śuci. There are two kinds of purity, internal purity and external purity. He maintains both. And people think if a person has no external purity, he is a great siddha, etc., accomplished man, etc. Nothing. He is a dirty fellow, that's all. Just because he didn't take by internal purity and external purity. Right? Then karuṇāmṛtasāgaraḥ. Not karuṇāmṛtasāgaraḥ. Don't break like that. Karuṇāmṛtasāgaraḥ means mrta means dead. Karuna means compassion. Sagara means ocean. One who is ocean of a dead compassion, meaning he does not have any compassion. He is a very, very rude person. No. Karuṇāmṛtasāgaraḥ. Amrta means nectar. Ocean of nectar of compassion. He is the ocean of nectar of compassion. Now, before that, dakshaḥ. Śucihi, pure. Dakshaḥ. Now, he does not have ego. He is not dependent upon anything. He does not hold on to anything. He doesn't see any duality. Okay, what is your problem? Tell me that. How will he be able to get whatever I want? What do you want? I want knowledge. Just knowledge. How will he be able to give me knowledge? Or I want things, world. How will he be able to bless me for that? Dakshaḥ, he has the capacity. Daksha means samarthyavan. One who has the power. Capable. He is capable. He is capable of blessing you with knowledge or anything else. Because he does not have ignorance, does not mean he cannot bless you with knowledge or with the things of the world. He has the capability. Daksha, he has that capability. He has that power. Okay. Then karuṇāmṛtasāgaraḥ. Since he has all that power, still with all that power, he is an ocean of compassion. Why will he do that? He may be expert. Daksha, he may be expert. But why will he help me? Because he is ocean of nectar of compassion. He is ocean of compassion. Therefore, he does not depend or expect anything from you. Therefore, he will, through his expertise, he will give whatever you pray for. evaṃlakṣaṇasampannaḥ yaḥ sa guruhu. One who is evaṃlakṣaṇasampannaḥ. Evam, in this way, lakshana means definition, sampanna means qualified. One who is qualified in this with these definitions, one who has these definitions, one is endowed with these definitions. Sa guruhu, he is the guru. And sa guru, that guru is a brahmavittamaḥ. Tama means not ignorance here. Brahmavittamaḥ. Tama is the suffix which you use to show superlative degree. Okay, he is superior Brahmavit. Brahmavit means knower of Brahman. Among the knower of Brahman, he is the superior one. Okay, now, so what should I do? Jijñāsoḥ svārthasiddhaye prayatnena upāsādyaḥ. Sa guruhu jijñāsoḥ svārthasiddhaye prayatnena upāsādyaḥ. That guru, jijñāsoḥ, the people who desire the knowledge, all of them who desire the knowledge, svārthasiddhaye. Svārtha means desired. Svārtha means desired. Siddhaye means to accomplish the desired. So first we have to understand, accomplish the desire. The desire is whatever it can be. Whatever it can be. So svārtha means whatever you desire. So important here, what is the svārtha? Jijñāsoḥ. He is a jijñāsu. He desires knowledge. Therefore, desiring knowledge, that guru, the jijñāsus, the people who desire knowledge, they, to accomplish whatever they desire, prayatnena upāsādyaḥ. Prayatnena. Prakrishtena yatna prayatna. Yatna means effort. Prayatna means a greater effort. With greater effort, upāsādyaḥ. Upāsādyaḥ. Upa means samipe, close. Asadya means should have to approach. He should have to approach him closely. He has to go towards closely towards him. He has to stay closely towards him, closely with him. That's the idea. Upāsādyaḥ. Prayatnena upāsādyaḥ. You should have to go close with putting effort, actually. Because Guruji may stay there, but Guruji is there. It is okay, we'll go sometime later. And at one point of time, Guruji may not be there. Many people, they do this kind of stupidity. They don't stay there. They don't go to meet Guruji when they are alive. And not the disciples I'm talking. When the Guruji is alive, then later what happens when Guruji is dead? While he is dead, they take garland or whatever. Or after he is dead, there is a samadhi. And on the samadhi, they go to meet Guruji inside the samadhi, who is sitting inside the samadhi. That's why I said they don't want Satguru, they want Sataguru. Satguru means the Guruji who is Sat, existence. And Satta is mispronounced as Satta. Okay, Satta in Tamil means dead. So they don't want Satguru, existent Guru. They want dead Gurus. Because that dead Guru will not complain. They will not show your faults, etc. These are all problems. Actually, you have to take advantage of the proximity. That is why he says, prayatnena upāsādyaḥ. You have to go Go to the, you have to stay in close proximity with him with effort. Okay, we'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.